Hey YouTube, I'm back for my first video in about 2 months. I couldn't make any videos because I didn't have a tripod or a good enough camera, but now that I do, I will be back to making videos every weekend, including this weekend. Today though, I thought I would make my return and show you a really amazing card trick that's easy to learn and requires very little skill. It's mostly all showmanship. You're going to take any deck of cards, give them a shuffle, and ask a spectator to pick a card. You ask them to remember their card, and then we're going to place that card about 3/4 of the way through the deck. Then what we'll do, we'll give the cards a few table cuts, like so, and then an overhand shuffle. Then what we'll do, we'll start mixing the cards up like this, taking a few cards and turning them over, and a few more and turning them over, and so on all the way through the cards. Then what you end up with is a random assortment of cards. You've got some of them are face to back, you've got some of them are back to face, and you've got some of them that are back to back. But all we have to do now is to click my fingers, and every single card will turn face down, apart from one card, the card I asked you to remember, the 4 of hearts. These cards are a bit rubbish, they're a bit misprinted, but they work fine. So, this is how you do the trick. You ask a spectator to pick any card. Queen of Diamonds. You're going to put the card about 3/4 of the way through the deck. And as you do this, you're going to create a pinky break. Use your pinky finger, and as you put the rest of the cards on top, you're going to hold the position of that card. So from the front it looks relatively normal, but you can see where the card is at the back. So now when you do your table cuts, you know that you're just going to take a few cards, and then every card above your pinky finger, and then the rest of the card. And what that does is it puts their card on top. Then you want to have their card at the bottom, so when you do your overhand shuffle, just peel off their card and do a normal shuffle the rest of the way, so now their card's on the bottom. To keep it on the bottom, which is what we want to do, use your fingers to hold that card in position and just take some cards from the middle and shuffle them on top, and just keep doing that, and the card is still on the bottom and will remain on the bottom so long as you keep your fingers on it like that. Then you start mixing the cards up like this. Really easy to do. Still very little skill. And in their card, the last card, you're going to put that on top. Because now what you have is you have their card face down, and then a load of face up cards, and then a load of face down cards. And you're going to make it look like they're in all random order by saying we've got some cards that are face to back, we've got some cards that are back to face, and we've got some cards that are back to back. Now if you want to reach this point, because there's only going to be one back to back in the entire deck, it often helps if you bend the deck slightly before the trick, but if not, then it doesn't really matter. You can still get to this point quite easily. I just like to bend the deck as it avoids any mistakes. So as you show them, we've got some cards that are back to back. You're going to put them back, you're not going to turn them over again, you're just going to put them back as normal and say all I have to do is to click my fingers, and every single card will turn face down apart from their card, the Queen of Diamonds. I think this trick is really cool, it's got a great effect, and people are always asking me how I do it, and this is my return to making card trick videos. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you this weekend, YouTube.